Hi folks, Dino Bob here, back in Ngoro Paleo Park. Today we're taking a sort of not entirely successful excursion. This is the walk into the park as it will shortly be standing. You can see the central area here in that circular walkway is now filled. And you can see there's a park sign now taking advantage of one of the new typefaces available for the alphabet letters. So you can see this is pretty advanced right now. Might actually even be complete. So you're getting a look ahead at what we'll be seeing in the speed build. Part of the goal here was I was seeing we were very close to the end of the second star, and I was wondering if a small animal like this would be enough to put us over. Spoiler, it didn't, and still left us hanging in 2-star territory. If it had been an actual 1-star animal rather than the really small mini animal, possibly it might have done it, but I think maybe not. Anyway, those are the kind of things devs are still tinkering with. So this is Urvogel Park. It's basically an oasis kind of area and an additional help to circulation on guests moving through the park. The animal in here is Archaeopteryx. When it was first found, it was of course widely thought of as the first bird, and that's basically what Urvogel means in German. The animal was found in Germany in the Solhofen limestone quarries, which were industrially developed for printing processes, but turned out to be what we now call a Lagerstatt, a deposit of exceptional preservation, and Archaeopteryx was just one of the amazing animals that have come out of that. It is of course now known to be now known to be a dinosaur, as all birds are, and is no longer, according to some recent discoveries, the earliest on the bird branch that we know. So it's really not an Urvogel anymore. So we just enshrined this name in the park here for some of the history. If we ever get custom billboards or ones you can type into instead of doing letter by letter, maybe I will add something about that story as a storyboard here in the park. One of the other goals was to get this area highly beautiful, at least as far as guests were considered, in order to get the park beauty up there and fill this big hole in the center of the early part of the park. I'm putting a surround now down to give a standoff from the mesh. This is a custom arranged mesh, by the way, not the standard one that comes with the mini aviary. Part of what's driving the size of this standoff is how this curved piece is going to work and how big it will be. So you can see me trying to get a decent match with the straight pieces, and that's setting a width to what the wall should be. So eventually I'll be coming back and making the straight walls as thin as the curved walls, since the curved wall is not amenable to having its thickness changed and maintaining its curvature. So besides just the regular rectangular mesh, I added a little keeper entry area as a sort of an airlock to keep the animals from getting out. Not functional, but it looks like something that a reasonable paleo park would do. And I wanted to clean up the pathing so that it goes right up to the wall, and then there are other beautifying pieces that need to be done to finish off the park, playing with the landscaping, putting benches in, and putting edging around some of the areas where there is plantings. So here come the benches. In the back, you get a nice view of the Scelidosaurus viewing area, and you can see the roof of the Nasutoceratops viewing area that we built and put in last time. So since this park didn't quite make the filling of that second star and get us into 3-star territory, the next animal will get that job. And then we'll have that video for you next week. And it will be one of the new ones, one of the animals that's making it significantly possible to get through 1 and 2 stars in a reasonable fashion and quickly without using every bloody animal available. The game still needs more 1 and 2 star animals to give some variety to how you start up your parks. But it's getting better, and I fully expect it will get better still. So one of the other things that's happening in Urvogel Park is I wanted to have a variety of vegetations in here. Some of it echoing the biome that the animal lives in, and some of it some of the things you will see in other parts of the park. So I decided to use the moss-covered rocks for the path edging, obviously muchly shrunk. And I didn't go out of my way too much to provide a lot of variety to them. I was more concerned about getting it done. That's kind of a way that working with these runs to get a park up to its max as fast as possible works. You can spend a lot of time doing it. You can make it look really great, but you'll be putting in an awful lot of time. And I think this Challenge Park series is supposed to be looking at the changes that have come to how you handle things in building a park as we go through EA. Is driving some of that, and is also something that we will be dealing with as its own kind of challenge, since the development schedule has lengthened somewhat, and it's unclear how many more delays there may be as the devs work really hard and to get the game to the way they would like it to be as much as they can. And we'll all be thankful of that, I think, when they get the job done. But it is a big job, always has been, and it will take time, and things just won't come as fast as we might like them to sometimes. But if you've been watching the public Trello, you know there's yet another secret animal on the docket now, and it's coming not in the next update, but the one after, because that wasn't there a little while ago. But a lot of surprise animals coming up, and some old friends, and some old friends are still hanging out there in limbo as to whether and when they will get in the game. So this is progressing along pretty well. You can see how decent, even using the same rock all the time, can be made to look by resizing it periodically to make it a little bit different. Sometimes when you have to do it by necessity to get around these tight corners, and sometimes just to make it look a little bit different. I mean, really, who really looks at moss-covered rocks used as path edging? If the devs ever get to putting autopath edging in, this kind of job would have been unnecessary, and would, if done, would simply be a matter of convenience and aesthetics. Well, convenient hardly, because as you can tell from how long this is taking, this was not a fast job. And overall, though, I think it adds to the look of this area, and I'm pretty happy with how the whole thing overall came out. Yeah. Let me know if you think so. If you have other thoughts on it. Look at all that park beauty there gleaming out in the center of the walk area, and the guests are happily walking through it. They don't seem to be stopping to look at the Urvogel, but it's doing its job. That job, of course, will be much more when the park is bigger and more guests are in there. But overall, the park's doing well, and I'm happy with that. So a couple of quickie looks at our animal. They weren't being particularly interested in wanting to move around. They were picking the spots that weren't the flight spots. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this one. We'll be back with a full-size dinosaur next time, and I hope to see you there. Till then, you all be good to each other. Be kind, take care, and I'll see you in another video. Bye now.